Married, with Children remains one of television's most iconic and unconventional sitcoms, remembered for its bold humor, outrageous family conflicts, and unapologetic look at working-class life in America. In this video, we'll look back at the cast, their real names, ages, famous roles, and the lives they built beyond the Bundy household. We'll also remember the beloved actors who are no longer with us and honor the lasting legacy they left behind. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more classic TV throwbacks. Let's return to the Bundy home, where sarcasm, family chaos, and outrageous comedy turned everyday frustration into a true television classic. Kevin Curran brought sharp wit, dry sarcasm, and a wonderfully cynical spirit to the voice of Buck the dog, the Bundy family's unforgettable pet, whose inner thoughts often made him feel like the smartest member of the household. Born Kevin Patrick Curran on the 27th of February 1957 in Hartford, Connecticut, he was 32 years old when he joined the series in 1989. Although he was not a regular on-screen cast member, his voice work helped give Buck a real comic personality, turning simple reactions from the family dog into some of the show's funniest moments. Curran also appeared briefly as Buck the Man in the episode Psychic Avengers, giving fans a rare human version of the character. Beyond his voice role, he was an important creative force behind the scenes, working as a writer, story editor, and supervising producer. His comedy background was already strong, with work on Late Night with David Letterman, and he later became a respected writer and producer on The Simpsons, earning multiple Emmy Awards across his career. Curran had a gift for finding humor in ordinary frustration, which fit perfectly with the Bundy family's chaotic world. He passed away on the 25th of October, 2016, in West Hollywood, California, from complications of cancer at the age of 59. His legacy remains tied to clever writing, sharp comic timing, and the voice that helped make Buck one of television's most memorable pets. Tim Conway brought gentle absurdity, warmth, and effortless comic timing to the role of Ephraim Wanker, Peggy Bundy's quirky father whose soft-spoken strangeness added another layer of humor to the family's chaotic world. Born Thomas Daniel Conway on the 15th of December, 1933, in Willoughby, Ohio, he was 57 years old when he first appeared in the role in 1991. Conway gave Ephraim a wonderfully odd charm. He could make a simple line feel funny with only a pause, a look, or a slightly confused expression. His performance fit perfectly into the show's exaggerated style, bringing a different kind of comedy that was quieter than Al's sarcasm but just as memorable. Long before joining the Bundy universe, Conway had already become one of America's most beloved comedians through McHale's Navy and especially The Carroll Burnett Show, where his improvisational skill, physical humor, and ability to make co-stars break character became legendary. He later continued working in film, television, and voice acting, earning admiration across generations for his kindness and natural comic gift. Tim Conway passed away on the 14th of May, 2019, in Los Angeles, California, from complications related to normal pressure hydrocephalus at the age of 85. His legacy remains tied to laughter, humility, and the rare ability to turn even the smallest moment into comedy gold. Janet Carroll brought authority, elegance, and sharp comic presence to the role of Gary, the mysterious owner of Gary's Shoes and Al Bundy's powerful boss. Born Janet Thies on the 24th of December 1940 in Chicago, Illinois, she was 53 years old when she began appearing in the role in 1994. Carroll gave Gary a commanding personality that worked perfectly against Al's defeated attitude and workplace frustration. Even when her screen time was limited, she made the character feel important, intimidating, and funny, using a strong voice, confident posture, and polished timing to turn a boss figure into a memorable part of the show's later years. Long before becoming familiar to sitcom audiences, Carroll had built a rich career across stage, film, television, and music. She appeared in Broadway and theater productions, worked steadily as a character actress, and became widely recognized for playing Tom Cruise's mother in Risky Business. Her television credits also included Murphy Brown, Melrose Place, and Still Standing, showing her range in both comedy and drama. Janet Carroll passed away on the 22nd of May 2012 in Manhattan, New York, after battling brain cancer at the age of 71. Her legacy remains tied to strength, versatility, and the kind of screen presence that could make even a supporting role feel unforgettable. Bubba Smith brought size, confidence, and playful intimidation to the role of Spare Tire Dixon, Al Bundy's former high school football rival, whose appearance reminded viewers of Al's long-faded glory days on the field. Born Charles Aaron Smith on the 28th of February 1945 in Beaumont, Texas, he was 43 years old when he appeared on the series in 1988. Smith gave Spare Tire Dixon a strong physical presence, but his performance was not only about size. He used his deep voice, easy confidence, and relaxed comic timing to make the character feel both threatening and funny, creating a perfect contrast with Al's wounded pride and exaggerated memories of his football past. Long before becoming familiar to sitcom audiences, Smith had already achieved fame as a professional football player, becoming a standout defensive end in the NFL and winning Super Bowl V with the Baltimore Colts. After leaving football, he successfully moved into acting, gaining wide recognition as Moses Hightower in the Police Academy films. His screen presence often carried the same mix of strength, humor, and likability that made him memorable in every role. Bubba Smith passed away on the 3rd of August 2011 in Los Angeles, California, at the age of 66. His legacy remains tied to athletic greatness, gentle charisma, and the rare ability to turn an imposing figure into a warm and unforgettable comic presence. Gilbert Gottfried brought explosive energy, a piercing comic voice, and unmistakable eccentricity to his guest appearance as Jerry, a loud and unforgettable salesman whose brief moment on screen still carried his signature chaotic humor. Born Gilbert Jeremy Gottfried on the 28th of February, 1955, in Brooklyn, New York, he was 37 years old when he appeared on the series in 1992. Gottfried did not need a large role to make an impression. His sharp delivery, exaggerated expression, and instantly recognizable voice could turn even a small scene into a memorable burst of comedy. His style was deliberately loud, strange, and unpredictable, which made him a natural fit for a sitcom world built on outrageous behavior and exaggerated personalities. Long before this appearance, Gottfried had already become known through stand-up comedy, a brief run on Saturday Night Live, and frequent television and film roles. He later gained even wider recognition as the voice of Iago in Disney's Aladdin, bringing the same frantic timing and sarcastic edge that made his comedy so distinctive. Gilbert Gottfried passed away on the 12th of April, 2022, in Manhattan, New York, from recurrent ventricular tachycardia caused by myotonic dystrophy type 2 at the age of 67. His legacy remains tied to fearless comedy, an unforgettable voice, and the rare ability to make even the shortest appearance impossible to forget. Sam Kinison brought wild energy, explosive humor, and unforgettable chaos to his role as Al Bundy's guardian angel in the holiday episode, It's a Bundyful Life. Born Samuel Burrell Kinison on the 8th of December, 1953, in Yakima, Washington. He was 36 years old when the episode aired in 1989. Kinison's appearance was brief, but it perfectly matched the show's loud, outrageous style. With his intense voice, frantic delivery, and unpredictable presence, he turned a simple, supernatural guest role into one of the most memorable moments connected to Al's miserable but hilarious view of family life. Before becoming known to television audiences, Kinison had lived an unusual path. He was raised in a religious family and worked as a Pentecostal preacher before transforming that same fiery speaking style into stand-up comedy. By the 1980s, he had become one of the most recognizable and controversial comedians in America, known for his screaming punchlines, raw honesty, and fearless stage persona. He also appeared in films, music videos, and comedy specials, building a reputation as a performer who could never be ignored. Sam Kinison passed away on the 10th of April, 1992, near Needles, California, after a car accident, at the age of 38. His legacy remains tied to fearless comedy, explosive originality, and a guest performance that brought unforgettable madness to the Bundy world. Ed O'Neill brought frustration, sarcasm, and unexpected heart to the role of Al Bundy, the worn-down shoe salesman whose failed dreams, dry humor, and endless complaints made him one of television's most recognizable sitcom fathers. Born Edward Leonard O'Neill on the 12th of April 1946 in Youngstown, Ohio. He was 40 years old when the series premiered in April 1987, turning 41 just days later. O'Neill gave Al a perfect mix of bitterness and comic vulnerability. He could make audiences laugh with a single sigh, a defeated posture, or a sharp insult, yet still reveal the sadness of a man trapped between past glory and everyday disappointment. Before becoming a household name, he studied acting after an early football path that included time with the Pittsburgh Steelers, though he was cut before the season began. His grounded, working-class presence helped make Al feel exaggerated but believable, a man shaped by bad luck, family chaos, and memories of high school football greatness. After the sitcom ended, O'Neill continued building a lasting career, most famously playing Jay Pritchett on Modern Family, proving his range in a softer but equally memorable father role. As of June 2026, Ed O'Neill is 80 years old. His legacy remains tied to deadpan comedy, working-class honesty, and a character whose grumpy voice and tired walk became unforgettable in American television. Katey Sagal brought boldness, attitude, and unforgettable comic confidence to the role of Peggy Bundy, the glamorous but lazy housewife whose towering red hair, flashy outfits, and sharp one-liners made her one of the most recognizable sitcom wives of the late 1980s and 1990s. Born Catherine Louise Sagal on the 19th of January, 1954, in Los Angeles, California. She was 33 years old when the series premiered in 1987. Sagal gave Peggy a larger-than-life personality without turning her into a simple joke. Behind the exaggerated fashion and careless spending, she created a character who was funny, stubborn, self-assured, and completely comfortable being herself. Her timing with Ed O'Neill helped define the chaotic marriage at the center of the show, turning arguments, insults, and everyday frustration into memorable comedy. Before becoming widely known as Peggy, Sagal had worked as a singer and performer, including backing vocals for major artists, and she later proved her range in television with roles such as Kate Hennessy in 8 Simple Rules, the voice of Leela in Futurama, and Gemma Teller-Morrow in Sons of Anarchy, a performance that won her a Golden Globe in 2011. As of June 2026, Katey Sagal is 72 years old. Her legacy remains tied to fearless comedy, powerful screen presence, and a character whose style, voice, and confidence became truly iconic. Christina Applegate brought sparkle, humor, and fearless comic energy to the role of Kelly Bundy, the beautiful but hilariously clueless daughter, whose sharp one-liners and confident attitude made her one of the show's most unforgettable characters. Born on the 25th of November 1971 in Los Angeles, California, she was only 15 years old when the series premiered in April 1987, turning 16 later that same year. Applegate gave Kelly more than just a stereotypical dumb blonde image. She added timing, charm, and a playful self-awareness that made the character funny, likable, and surprisingly iconic. Her expressive face, bold delivery, and natural chemistry with Ed O'Neill, Katey Sagal, and David Faustino helped make the Bundy family feel chaotic but believable. After growing up on screen, she built a successful career in both comedy and drama, starring in projects such as Don't Tell Mom, The Babysitter's Dead, Friends, Samantha Who, Anchorman, and Dead to Me. Her guest role on Friends earned her a Primetime Emmy Award, proving her talent beyond the role that first made her famous. In recent years, Applegate has spoken openly about living with multiple sclerosis, showing strength, honesty, and resilience. As of June 2026, Christina Applegate is 54 years old. Her legacy remains tied to comic brilliance, emotional courage, and a character who became one of the most memorable daughters in sitcom history. David Faustino brought youthful sarcasm, awkward charm, and sharp comic timing to the role of Bud Bundy, the younger child of the Bundy family whose schemes, insecurities, and desperate confidence made him one of the show's most recognizable characters. Born David Anthony Faustino on the 3rd of March 1974 in Los Angeles, California, he was 13 years old when the series premiered in 1987. Faustino gave Bud a funny mix of intelligence and immaturity. He was often more ambitious than the rest of his family, yet his plans usually collapsed in embarrassing and hilarious ways. His quick delivery, expressive reactions, and strong chemistry with Ed O'Neill, Katey Sagal, and Christina Applegate helped make the sibling and family dynamic feel both chaotic and believable. Before becoming widely known as Bud, Faustino had already worked as a child actor, appearing in television from a very young age. After the sitcom ended, he continued acting in film, television, and voice work, including roles in The Legend of Korra and other animated projects. As of June 2026, David Faustino is 52 years old. His legacy remains tied to sharp sitcom humor, child star resilience, and a character whose awkward confidence made him unforgettable. Amanda Bearse brought sharp intelligence, nervous energy, and fearless comic attitude to the role of Marcy Rhodes, later Marcy Darcy, the Bundy's outspoken neighbor whose constant clashes with Al Bundy became one of the show's funniest rivalries. Born on the 9th of August 1958 in Winter Park, Florida, she was 28 years old when the series premiered in April 1987, turning 29 later that year. Bearse gave Marcy a strong and memorable presence. She could be proper, ambitious, and serious, but also wonderfully ridiculous when pulled into the chaos around her. Her sharp timing, expressive reactions, and bold delivery made Marcy more than just a neighbor. She became a perfect contrast to Al's lazy cynicism and Peg's carefree confidence. Beyond acting, Bearse became an important creative force behind the camera, directing many episodes of the sitcom and later working on other television comedies. She had already gained attention in the horror film Fright Night, and in later years, she continued to act, direct, and appear in projects such as Bros. As of June 2026, Amanda Bearse is 67 years old. Her legacy remains tied to fearless comedy, sharp character work, and a role that helped make the Bundy's neighborhood just as chaotic as their home. Ted McGinley brought charm, vanity, and effortless comic timing to the role of Jefferson Darcy, Marcy's handsome but lazy second husband whose smooth smile and selfish instincts made him a perfect addition to the show's later years. Born Theodore Martin McGinley on the 30th of May, 1958, in Newport Beach, California, he was 33 years old when he first appeared as Jefferson in 1991. McGinley gave the character a funny mix of confidence and cluelessness. Jefferson often looked like the most polished person in the room, yet his schemes, laziness, and dependence on Marcy made him hilariously ridiculous. His relaxed delivery and natural sitcom rhythm helped him fit easily into the established cast, especially in scenes with Amanda Bearse and Ed O'Neill. Before joining the Bundy universe, McGinley had already become familiar to television audiences through roles on Happy Days, Dynasty, and The Love Boat. He later continued working steadily in comedy and drama, including Hope and Faith and Shrinking, showing the durability of his screen presence across decades. As of June 2026, Ted McGinley is 68 years old. His legacy remains tied to classic sitcom charm, dependable comic energy, and a character who brought a smoother but equally foolish kind of chaos into Marcy's life. David Garrison brought nervous charm, intelligence, and understated comic timing to the role of Steve Rhodes, Marcy's first husband, and the Bundy's uptight next-door neighbor whose proper manners often collapsed under the chaos around him. Born on the 30th of June 1952 in Long Branch, New Jersey, he was 34 years old when the series premiered in 1987, turning 35 later that year. Garrison gave Steve a perfect mix of decency and frustration. He could seem responsible, educated, and respectable, yet still be pulled into Al Bundy's ridiculous schemes or trapped in Marcy's intense expectations. His dry reactions, careful delivery, and contrast with Ed O'Neill's defeated sarcasm helped make the early neighbor dynamic especially funny. Before becoming known to sitcom audiences, Garrison had already built a strong career in theater, where his stage training gave him precision, control, and expressive comic energy. After leaving the show as a regular cast member, he returned to his first love, performing in Broadway and regional productions, while also making later guest appearances on television. As of June 2026, David Garrison is 73 years old. His legacy remains tied to smart comedy, stage discipline, and a character whose straight-laced personality made the Bundy household seem even more outrageous. Harold Sylvester brought easygoing humor, calm confidence, and grounded charm to the role of Griff, Al Bundy's co-worker and friend at the shoe store, whose relaxed personality added a fresh dynamic to the later seasons. Born on the 10th of February, 1949, in New Orleans, Louisiana, he was 46 years old when Griff first appeared in 1995. Sylvester gave the character a laid-back style that worked perfectly beside Al's bitterness and workplace misery. Griff often shared Al's frustrations, but he was usually smoother, cooler, and less openly harsh, making him a strong comic partner in both shoe store scenes and no ma'am storylines. Before becoming familiar to sitcom audiences, Sylvester had already built a varied career in film and television. He appeared in projects such as An Officer and a Gentleman, Uncommon Valor, Inner Space, and Karina, showing his ability to play warm, believable, and steady supporting characters. He also made history at Tulane University as the first African-American student to receive an athletic scholarship there, later graduating with a degree in theater and psychology. As of June 2026, Harold Sylvester is 77 years old. His legacy remains tied to quiet charisma, dependable character work, and a role that gave Al Bundy a funny, loyal companion in the show's final years. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed looking back at the Married with Children cast and the stories behind their unforgettable roles. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your favorite character, funniest moment, or most outrageous Bundy family scene in the comments. See you in the next video.